Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps a lot. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video.
Part 3. After school. I called Rinia and Pursena behind the school. After today's debacle there are things I need to say. Back of the school. A place that's used as a movie scene for students in their youth. Rinia and Pursena came by acting triumphantly. What is it, boss? Calling us here NYA? Making a love confession, Nano? If you're confessing to us you better talk to Fitz-chan, or she'll get mad. The two were acting quite boastful, but... About the bag from the other day, I gave it to Princess Ariel this afternoon. I told her to return the stuff inside back to their original owners. When I said that, their expressions quickly changed, then they started to point fingers at each other. See, I told you it was no good NYA. It's Rinia's fault, Nano. You said boss would definitely be happy. That's because Pursena was so eager, NYA. I said to first test it out with your panties, Nano. It's unfair if it's only me, NYA. That's why I got them from the other students, Nano. I had meant for you to take off your own, NYA. My breasts are too big so they're no good, Nano. They were starting up an awful comedy sketch. What do you mean I have a small breast fetish? I love big breasts too. Shut up. In any case, I shut the both of them up. Haven't I said this many times before? Didn't I say not to bully the weak? The both of them were trembling. We didn't bully the weak, NYA. That's right, Nano, we properly asked to get them, asked. When these two are asking, there's no freshman that could have refused. The disgrace of taking off someone's clothes, surely you guys of the beast race should know best. We gave them underwear to replace the ones they wore, NYA. Weren't there plenty of freshmen who weren't happy, though? It must be because the sizes were different, Nano. We didn't take any underwear from the ones who refused strongly. There seems to be a difference in stories from what I heard from Ariel. To be honest, if they had forcibly stripped them, I would have been disgusted. I would have made them strip naked in public if that was the case. They need to understand the damage they've done after all. I told you not to be angry if you weren't satisfied, NYA. This was an unhappy misunderstanding, Nano. Please forgive us. The two were cowering. However, thinking about it, these two did it for my sake. I had been looking unhappy, so they gathered the panties thinking that it would make me happy. Though I did not appreciate what they did, the act itself was not evil. Well, of course, if I were a victim I'd be disgusted as well. However, Rinia and Pursena had done this with good intentions. Unlike me in my previous life, they were not attempting to disgrace the others with their actions. To use an analogy, they were like children gathering cicada husks. It would be overreacting to severely punish them. If I find a child who was really hurt by this, I will have you both prostrate naked before her. I understand, NYA. I'm sorry, Nano. Well, all that's left is to follow up with Ariel. For my part, I won't get angry at them. I wonder if it's because they're my followers? It seems like I am also showing signs of favoritism as well. So, why did you think of giving me underwear as a present, anyway? When I asked that, the two stared at me in puzzlement. With a face that said, isn't that obvious? Boss's religion is the god of panties, right, NYA? You seem to worship them very seriously, Nano. I see, so it's my fault. The cause of this was because I showed them the divine artifact some time ago. That's different. It's not like I regard panties as something taking the place of God. That particular one was worn by someone who I deify. In other words, it's sacred cloth. I love panties. But, this and that are different. That's why, I ask that you don't do this again. I understand, NYA. We'll be careful, Nano. And then, I suddenly added. If you really wanted to give me underwear, it'd be better if you actually took them off in front of me. Crap, my tongue slipped. Rinia and Pursena were grinning. So you really did fall in love with us, NYA. It can't be helped. Boss is a male beast. He can't be calm when we're around, Nano. Shut up. That reaction saying that I want panties. These guys, maybe they like me. No, that's wrong. It's something different. It must certainly be something like goodwill. Different than Sylphy getting close to me. Even though I say that, I don't understand the difference. Since I don't understand, I'll just chalk it up as a sign of friendship. In any case, we finished talking. We moved away from the back of the school. Although some gossip as a result of this incident damaged my reputation a bit. Well, it's not like it's a big problem. I'm the type that doesn't particularly care about rumors. When the three of us left, we saw a group lined up outside of the school building. It's the freshmen. They're probably lined up to retrieve their panties. We went around them so they wouldn't notice us. Walking past the end of the line was Norn. Norn looked at me, then at Rinia and Pursena beside me. Then, with an expression like, "I don't believe this," glared at me with all her might as she passed by. What's with that first year, acting so mighty nya? Faku nano. Let's show her that she needs to respect her elders. I'll say this right now, that was my sister. Just when I said that, both their ears drooped. Well, it's good that she's energetic nya. She's quite cute nano. They're so easy to understand. I pat both of them on the shoulder. Well, please get along with her, okay? Of course nya. We won't do anything bad nano. However, though I wanted to talk with Norn, how should I go about that? Well, even if I can't, I hope there won't be any problems later on. And so, the days passed by without incident. I hadn't gotten along any better with Norn. But, she kept her promise to show up at home every 10 days. Although she hates me, she obediently listens to what I say. I thought she would be more rebellious, but at least she wasn't opposed to meeting face to face. Even though she doesn't look like she wants to. If I think about it, apart from when they were too young to remember, I've met them only once. It's probably a mistake to think that we could just suddenly get along as brother and sister. My relationship with Aisha is rather strange. Just because we're family doesn't mean we can get along unconditionally. I understand that all too well. Rather, it's because we're family that there are things that couldn't be forgiven. Like the time when I beat up Paul in front of Norn. Me and Paul have reconciled our differences. However, from Norn's perspective, that is something that still could not be forgiven. If she brings up that matter, I'll apologize. I'd apologize and explain what happened honestly, but bringing something up from that long ago is no good. Well, there's no need to rush. We'll be together for many years. Over a year or two, we'll slowly get along. As siblings, it's not like we need to be attached to each other. We'll get along slowly, while being aware of our distance. Closing the distance will take time. While I was thinking that, Norn became a shut-in.
That's it guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.